briefly, can you describe in detail a particular scenario or incident in your travels where you utilize your own personal philosophy on leadership?
Okay. I could probably give you several, but let me give you one
Sure.
that I think really
Sure.
speaks to what matters most.
Okay.
In our work with the University of Louisville at Louisville Scholar House. And briefly, Family Scholar House is the organization.
Right.
I get a lot of questions about, well, why is there a different name for the campus? Because there are multiple campuses. We're getting ready to break ground on a second campus. And nobody wants to live at Family Scholar House 3. They want to live in a unique place. So much like apartment communities, each campus has its own name. So there's
right.
Louisville Scholar House, there'll be Downtown Scholar House, and there's another one in the works.
All right. Well, good, good.
But in the work with Louisville Scholar House, we brought over the T3 line from the University of Louisville. And we had worked with Dr. Ramsey and Larry Owsley and Tom Sawyer and really developed a strong partnership around technology. You can't be a student of any age without access to technology anymore. You've got to have internet access. You've got to have a computer. You need those tools in order to be an effective student. So it was really important. Well, there were some changes in leadership, and there some, you start a process with construction. It always takes a little longer and costs a little more than you think it's going to.
Right.
So some time had gone by, and so when it came time to put in refurbished computers in every apartment and really engage that technology that we had installed, there was a question about, well, shouldn't we just give it to the U of L students on campus? Well, our students can go to any accredited school in any accredited program. They're not required to go to a particular school. And often they start out in the community college system and then transfer on. That's an important way for them to get comfortable in college, save their Pell Grant money, be in a smaller class size, and then be ready for the university when they transfer on. So it wasn't acceptable that we would just have it be University of Louisville students. We would have started out a campus with multiple different standards of living in a brand new community. We fight that every day. We weren't going to start out that way. And so it was a very clear, line in the sand. It has to be everybody. It has to be everybody. And it took longer to get back to the core of what we'd agreed to than I had hoped. But, with Dr. Ramsey's leadership and full support and engagement, it quickly got back to everybody would have a refurbished computer and everybody would have access to technology. And here's the interesting thing. When we started Louisville Scholar House, we had 3 University of Louisville students. Okay, and what they were wanting to do is only give it to University of Louisville students because that's normally who they would provide technology for.
Sure.
A year later, we had 26 University of Louisville students and 18 more that are at Jefferson Community and Technical College preparing to transfer on. So what happened was the University of Louisville was the best neighbor our families have ever had. And instead of being forced to go there and forced to be a U of L student in order to have technology, they want to be a U of L student because this is a great neighbor. So it's really benefited everybody, but where I felt like my leadership was critical, it was in not compromising on a standard that was absolutely imperative. We will not have 2 standards of living on a brand new campus.